Now, for me, it's unsettling because the work that I set out to do is to ensure that the customer requirements are met. My name is Anwere. I am a quality manager at JESA Farm Dairy Limited. My work commences at 8 a.m. to do a factory walkabout, both in the old plant and in the new plant. So this walkabout is not just to stretch my legs, but I need to understand, get a clear picture of how production the previous day went on. So basically, I walk through the production areas, I walk through the QC areas, I walk through all storage areas, the cold rooms and the warehouse, discussing what happened the previous day with the process owners to get an understanding of whether the processes are still going on as they should, and if there were any challenges that they encountered, what the challenges were, and how we can go about overcoming these challenges as a team. All this happens within that period in the morning. Then I break off for lunch around 1 and resume work at 2. To know or to focus on JESA as a brand, it started when my sister gave birth, that is 2011. And it so happens to be it's the same year I started living independently from my parents. So for me as a person, I had to take milk for breakfast. So I knew this is the milk that I've been taking. So then I started to buy JESA for my own. But also my sister wanted to know which is the best milk that you can give a child, a baby, that is not going to cause them any problems. And it so happened to be that it was a recommendation from all the people that had babies and were giving them JESA milk, that JESA milk was the best milk for the babies. So that is when I actually got to embrace JESA as a brand. I actually wanted to be a doctor, but life and its twists and turns, I ended up with my third choice option. And I went to Chambogo University and did a bachelor's in science, technology, chemistry. And because the nature of this course requires that you're going to end up either in a factory setting or somewhere where quality control and assurance is part of the jobs that they do there, I ended up in quality assurance. I started with working for Coke. And for the 5 years that I was there, I was in the quality control department. So this department, it definitely incorporates both control and assurance. So I got to appreciate quality control and assurance, and it gave me the satisfaction that what I am doing is in the end benefiting a customer out there. If I have the right controls, the right assurance that the product is of the right quality, then there is someone who is going to consume that product, and in the end they will be happy. So it brought that satisfaction for me that this is not really bad after all. So something you would say, if life gives you lemons, you make the best lemonade out of it. So that is what I'm doing with quality assurance. Quality as a whole has the control and the assurance. The assurance in this case, you are basically ensuring that the processes and the products do not have any mistakes or defects respectively. So from our side as JESA, it's embedded in prerequisite programs, it's embedded in good hygiene practices, good manufacturing practices, things such as proper waste management, pest control, hygiene practices, all these that are done prior to producing a product, such that the environment, the people, the equipment are safe, and consequently the product is also safe for consumption. Now, for me, it's unsettling because the work that I set out to do is to ensure that the customer requirements are met. So when this does not happen, for me, it's not a good thing. It's not a good feeling, because I know that there is something that went wrong. But with all the systems that we have in place, there shouldn't be something that goes wrong. So the first thing, of course, that I do is overcome that feeling and now proceed to know what the problem is from the customer side. We embrace the traceability system at JESA, whereby we try and get as much information from the customer as to what the product type was, what the information on the product is saying, that is in terms of manufacturing and expiry dates. Then when this information is obtained from the customer, we can now bring it back to our processes, where we sit down as multidisciplinary team, production, quality control, engineering, and try and understand from our processes what failed. Further ahead, the quality department, because they retain samples for each batch that is made, we go on to investigate, to analyze the product again. If it's microbiology, then we can analyze the product or the chemistry and check to see if something really did snap. At the end of the day, what this is doing for us is that we are getting information that is going to benefit the customer as well as the organization, because the improvements arise from this. The complaints might not be a good thing, but they sometimes help you reevaluate your processes and understand if there are loopholes, which loopholes you can close, and in the end give the customer what they require of the product. Kaizen is a good program, a program that works for any manufacturing industry. For us here at JESA, because Kaizen involves continuous improvement, it's something that we've embraced as not only a department, but an organization. So what this entails for us is that we are meeting on a daily basis or on a weekly basis, and then we understand our processes ahead of time and understand where the challenges are or gaps. So for me as the quality manager, of course, this initiative is a good one, because system improvements equals product improvements at the end of the day. So from the quality department point of view, Kaizen or continuous improvement is something that we embrace on a daily basis in order to meet the customer's requirements. JESA has changed my life in more ways than one, both professionally and personally. From the professional side, which is for me where the most achievement is, JESA has helped me rise through ranks. Because I joined as a quality controller and then rose through to be a quality supervisor, and now here I am as a quality manager. This, of course, comes with a lot of benefits in itself, because you actually get to up yourself in terms of your knowledge. Your knowledge as a quality controller is not the same as a manager. Your skills also keep developing. From the personal side, I have been able to achieve so many of my dreams, because as you rise through the ranks, of course, it comes with benefits that are medical, benefits that are monetary, and the monetary benefits in particular have been able to help me achieve some of the dreams that I set out for myself in life. So holistically, I would say that JESA has helped me grow as a person, both professionally and personally. I joined JESA in 2016, December, and it has been a good and long journey. For the period of time that I've been here, and for the different positions that I've been working in, the focus has been on three things: the customer, myself, and the organization as a whole. For each year that progresses, on the customer side, I always want to ensure that the customer needs are being met. So for me, this entails evaluation of performance of the department, performance on my part as a leader, that what has been done and what needs to be done. We need to keep adjusting to the differing and diverse customer requirements. For the organization, I'm looking more at the vision, because JESA has a vision to expand not only beyond Uganda but outside the borders of Uganda. So how am I working to help JESA achieve this vision is the question that I keep asking myself on a daily basis. It's a question that I long to answer every day when I come to work. So at the end of the day, for me, the people that are really critical here is the organization, the customer, and myself. And it's something that I need to work to achieve, that all parts are happy.